I'd like to take a brief moment in time to go over the writing process. This is something you should all be familiar with from Composition 1, but it doesn't hurt to have a quick refresher. While brainstorming can often be combined or part of pre-writing, it is also justified in having its own step in the writing process. I would like to take a moment to note that the information on this slide comes from the George Mason University Writing Center focusing on brainstorming techniques. Brainstorming about a subject helps unclog thoughts, organize ideas, and find focus. The types of brainstorming can come in a variety of styles. You have researching, free writing, visual webbing, and conversations. I like visual webbing myself. The information on this slide and others as noted, by the way, comes from an online article titled Resources for Writings, the Writing Processes, found on Comparative Media Studies writing website supported by the MIT School of Humanities, Arts, and Social Sciences. Full reference information can be found in the final slide. What I'm saying here and elsewhere comes word for word from the website, just as a heads up. Pre-writing is anything you do before you write a draft in your document. It includes thinking, taking notes, talking to others, brainstorming, outlining, and gathering information. For example, interviewing people, researching in the library, assessing data. Although pre-writing is the very first activity you engage in, generating ideas is an activity that occurs throughout the entire writing process. This is that visual webbing I mentioned in brainstorming. This information also comes from the George Mason University Writing Center, by the way. An outline is a map of your essay. It shows what information in each section or paragraph will contain and in what order. Most outlines use numbers and/or bullet points to arrange information and convey points. Why should you create an outline? Outlining is a tool we use in the writing process to help organize our ideas, visualize our paper's potential structure, and to further flesh out and develop points. It allows the writer to understand how he or she will connect information to support the thesis statement and the claims of the paper. An outline provides the writer with the space to consider ideas easily without needing to write complete paragraphs or sentences. This information comes from the Resources for Writing online article I mentioned. Drafting occurs when you put your ideas into sentences and paragraphs. Here you concentrate upon explaining and supporting your ideas fully. You also begin to connect your ideas. Regardless of how much thinking and planning you do, the process of putting your ideas in words changes them. Often the very words you select evoke additional ideas and implications. And finally, revision is the key to effective documents. Here's where you think more deeply about your reader's needs and expectations. The document becomes reader related. How much support will each idea need to convince your readers? Which terms should be defined for these particular readers? Is your organization effective? Do readers need to know X before they can understand Y? At this stage, you also refine your prose, making sure each sentence is as concise and accurate as possible. You make connections between ideas explicit and clear. In editing, you want to check for such things as grammar, mechanics, and spelling. The last thing you should do before printing your document is to spell check it. You don't want to edit your writing until all of the other steps in the writing process is complete. And there you go. It's always a step: draft, revise, edit, repeat, draft, revise, edit, repeat. Repeat after me: draft, revise, edit, repeat. No one repeated after me, did they?